Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, good night. My name is Damarjati Abdullah Satriyatama from Group 2. In this presentation, we will present our project-based learning entitled HKI Central Management System Information. I hope this presentation is easy to understand. On this first slide, it only contains our identity in the form of our student name and identification number. The following is member, shares, and contribution. Is me, Damarjati Abdullah Satriyatama, that business analyst. Then there is Eric Pasca Baule, front-end programmer. And Ibnu Pramudita, website design. Muhammad Farhan Syafrullah, analyst assistant. And then Ryan Kananda, back-end programmer.
Okay, general description of the software. Description. The HKI Central Management System is an information system used to present information used to support and protect academic work and research service or student scientific work programs. Objective. Facilitating and accelerating the management of HKI on campus such as patents, brands, and copyrights. This application will help ensure the intellectual property rights generated by students, lecturers, and campus staff are protected and properly managed. Scopes, registration and management of HKI, such as patents, trademarks, and copyrights. Monitor and supervise HKI owned by the campus. Preparation of reports and documentation related to HKI management on campus. Next. Next, we have functional requirements. First, the system can store account registration data. Second, the system can authenticate the requested accounts. Third, the system can provide download of the documents formats. Fourth, the system can accept copyright requests from applicants. Fifth, the system can assist the admin in validating submissions from applicants. Sixth, the system can assist the admin in managing the activation of the applicant's accounts. And seven, the system can assist the admin in updating account data. And next, we have non-functional requirements. First, in terms of availability, the system can be accessed 24 hours and applicant approval can only be done Monday until Friday. Second, in language, use Indonesian. Third, in terms of portability, the system can be accessed on any platform or operating system that can run web-based applications. Fourth, ergonomically, the system must be easy to use or user-friendly. Fifth, security-wise, our system already uses encryption to protect user data and passwords.
Okay, the next is use case diagram explanation. The use case consists of two actors, namely the applicant and administrator, and has 7 use cases consisting of registering an account, authenticating yourself, downloading document formats, applying for copyright, validating submission, managing applicant account activation, updating account data. The function of this use case itself is to define the functional requirement of the system and describe the workflow of the system from the perspective of the applicant and administrator. Okay, the next is use case scenario. Number 3, download document format. Description. This use case describes the process of the applicant downloading the document format from the system. Actor, applicant. Initial condition. The applicant access a page or feature that provides an option to download the document format. End condition. The system completes the download process and confirms to applicant that the document file has been successfully downloaded. Main scenario. 1. The applicant successfully authenticates themselves. 2. Applicant who wish to apply for copyright must download the document format from the homepage sidebar. Alternative scenario. 1. User who fail to authenticate themselves will not be able to download the document format. 4. Copyright submission. Description. Applicant applies for copyright. Actor, applicant. Initial condition. The applicant access the copyright submission feature. End condition. The applicant receive notification of the final decision from the system. Main scenario. 1. Applicants who have downloaded the document format and filled it in, then the applicant must upload the document format and fill in the submission form. 2. If so, the applicant can submit the document and forms. Alternative scenario 1. If you cannot submit the application, there will be two causes. A. Submission can only be done once, and if you want to resubmit, you must wait for approval of the previous submission. B. The form data is not filled in or there is empty data.
The next slide is ER diagram. This ER diagram is have three flow. The number one is applicant entity that plays a role in all submission process. Number two is admin entity that can manage submission from users. And number three is copyright entity that presents the submission by the patient. Next slide. This is structural table. We have two structural table. Table number one is table for users. The primary key is ID, and the foreign key is email. The structural table is ID. The description for ID is user ID of the account registration, sequence number, and name, email verified for account email verification time, and then user password, user phone, and user role, and profile picture for picture to profile users, and then the table created at update at, and the table number two is attachment. The primary key is ID, foreign key letter ID, user ID, and structure table is ID, and the description ID is for submission sequence number, and then path, file name, extension for type document, and then letter ID, user ID, created at, and update at.
This is the dashboard page of the applicant after logging in. On this page, there are HKI attachment and copyright submission. Next. The second is the copyright submission page. Here, the applicant fills out the form required for copyright submission. And the third is the approval page by the admin. Here are admin validates the application, and the admin can also view recent activities and manage the activation of the applicant's account. Next.
There is a PBL section related to course in the Indonesian language education course. PBL final report that applies the principles of good writing. On the PBL website, we also use language that is easy to understand. In data structure course, data is displayed according to the method contained in the structure, such as using VIVO or LELO. The copyright submission process use the QW method. Static course display visual data as a result of statistical calculations using data contained in the system. Project management in introduction course, project plan documents, and PBL work timelines. in software design course, use case design documents, etc. contained in system development. In object-based programming course, we base web-based application that use the PHP programming language with the use of a framework. Database programming course, database design document, and database implementation in MySQL. Thanks all from our group, more or less. Sorry. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.